Hey guys, it is a random warm day in February in the Midwest, and so I thought it'd be a great day to top up our recalls outside where there are some slight distractions. So I am in my backyard. I probably found the only non-muddy spot in my backyard. So this is the area where I'm going to be working, and I'm just letting the world happen. So the distractions that I'm using are like the birds, any cars that drive by, if people are walking by, them talking, stuff like that. So I have a privacy fence, it's blocked off by sight, and so we're only working on sound distractions here. Now, if you have ever watched a distraction video where we play a game called DMT, this is a wonderful place to practice DMT as a step up from your distractions to be more real world. This is like your level 2. But today I really thought it'd be fun to get our dogs moving a little bit and practicing a recall game that I really, really love. And I have been posting it in my reels a little bit. And it's basically just a recall into middle position. So if your dog doesn't have a middle position, that's the first thing we're going to work on. And to do that, we're going to need a hand lure. And so if you don't have a hand lure, I'm just going to practice moving my dog around with some food in my hand. I'm going to practice turning him in both ways. And I'm just going to practice moving him around in front of me. Good. Now, if your dog has a great lure, like Atlas does, then we can practice our middle position. And that is middle. This is the end result of our middle position. If your dog can catch, that's a bonus, but it's not needed. So, free. To practice our lure, I'm going to have food in both of my hands. And I'm going to lure him around one of my legs. When I get behind me, I'm going to switch hands and then bring him through the middle. Now, when I switch hands, if I'm going around my right leg and I'm switching from my right to my left hand, I am going to shove my left hand with the food in his face, and I'm going to bring my right hand up behind me. So my dog starts focusing on my left hand instead of my right hand. Let me turn to the side and let me show you again. Well, that's backwards, you goofball. So all right. I'm luring him with my right hand, and when I get behind me, my right hand's going to come up, my left hand is going to take its place. Yes. And then when I get them into that middle position, I'm going to feed. Now, free. To reset or release, middle. That's another way to do it. Then I'm just going to say my release cue, free, and then toss a treat forward. Free. Just like that. So, again, we're going to lure with our right hand, catch with our left, and bring through. Free. And then release. That way we can reset the game. And this, honestly, is a really, really good start to our building of our recall, because when we release them, free, our dogs are going to spend time out there searching for the food, if you're outside like I am. But once they get that piece of food, he's going to bounce right back to me. So that right there is already that recall we're starting to build. So let's go ahead. Once your dog is ready to add a cue to your middle position, you're going to cue middle, and then you're going to present your lure, and then release. Free. He's going to bounce back automatically. Some dogs notice that if you have a gap between your legs, then they just automatically end up going into that middle position once they've had a lot of reps. So I'm going to release him and then reset, so it makes it easier for me to teach you guys. Free. All right. So middle. Good. He gets a little bitey, so I like to drop the food so that he can catch it. Middle. just like that. That way he doesn't chomp at my fingers. Free. All right, so to teach the cue one more time, we're going to do middle. Good. So that was really fast. So it'll be middle, take a step, free. You're going to say the cue, take a step, present your lure, and then bring them into middle position. Free. That dropped right there. Good job, buddy. All right, so now for our recall. We are going to do this a little bit backwards. So I have my dog with me. I'm going to throw my piece of food out, and when I can predict that he is grabbing that piece of food and is about to turn back to me, I'm going to say my recall word, which is his name, and then I'm going to cue middle. So, Atlas, middle. Yes, good boy. And then once he's in middle position, then I'm going to reward and then reset. Free. Atlas, middle. I really, really like doing this, free, because it brings my dog close to me. So there is no way that he is going to be out of reach for me, middle, for me to grab his collar and maybe leash him if he was at a dog park, free. Or to bring him inside. I have him in middle. He's close enough for me to grab, so now we can walk inside, or we can walk wherever we need to be. Good job. Middle. Some dogs do really, really well with the hand cue. A lot of my dogs do really well with just that hand cue of, I don't know what this is, a smaller version of a hand lure. Hi, good boy. Free. All right, Atlas, middle. You're too fast for me. All right, one more. Free. Atlas, middle. Yes. All right, I'm going to scatter a little bit. And so that is our recall. We have our middle cue, which is building that value for being close to us. And we have our luring in the very beginning, and then luring into middle position. Then we have adding our cue, and then building that recall. This game is so much fun. I mean, we've literally, been out here maybe 10 minutes, and Atlas is already panting. So, he got a good exercise in. And yeah, if you have any questions or you need any help troubleshooting, let me know down in the comments and we'll get it figured out. Yeah, help you out. Have a great day, guys. Keep on training.